The Magic Keyboard is a fantastic product for any iPad user, a bit expensive, all around, well designed, and easy to use. Connecting the smart connector doesn't require anything extra, snap it on, and it's that simple. But you can't really take advantage of anything else, especially for the iPad Pro. The extra USB Type-C port, it's still quite limiting. Comparing it to a MacBook Pro, the laptop is superior in about every way. Having hubs and dongles is a quick fix, but it still just doesn't feel natural and looks kind of tacky. Some cheap USB hubs can actually damage your iPad, so you have to be careful. If looking to purchase one, it is a guessing game what is good and what's bad, because the market is flooded with a lot of just cheap, terrible dongles. This is where Doko comes in. They are known for having aluminum keyboard cases. This one included one keyboard to rule them all. Essentially turns your iPad Pro into a full-fledged laptop. You can pick it up right now off Amazon for $150. I will list that down below. Turning your iPad into a laptop, is it a good thing or a terrible idea? It gives you all the ports you want. There is no Bluetooth, powered by your iPad's Thunderbolt port. They have this product in every flavor for the iPad Pro, big or small, even a version for the iPad Air. Sadly, no love is given for the Mini 6, maybe next year. Inside the box, you have the instructions, and that's it. No charging cable. It doesn't have a battery. This product weighs 1,267 grams in comparison to my iPad that weighs 769 grams. This is a heavy product. This keyboard is big, the trackpad is even bigger. If you put them side by side with a regular MacBook Pro, they look quite similar in shape and size. Opening them both up, the MacBook can open with one hand. The Doko keyboard does need two hands. On the left side, USB Type-C for charging, HDMI, a headphone jack, a full-size SD card. On the other side, you have a micro SD slot, a USB Type-C for data transferring, and two full USB Type-A ports. The iPad attaches with magnets. They are strong. If you happen to drop this, it would offer drop protection than the Magic Keyboard. My only real gripe is when you open it, you have to lift from the iPad, because if you lift from the case, the iPad will kind of just fall. There's a magnetic placeholder on the left hand side to put your Apple Pencil. You can carry two pencils with you. You also have Raise to Wake. Connecting the iPad to the keyboard, there is a USB Type-C cable. Plug it in, turn on any peripherals plugged into your iPad will drain it a little bit slower than usual. This trackpad is something kind of different. Usually with third-party trackpads, I have to increase the sensitivity of the cursor just to feel a little bit quicker and natural. The trackpad overall, the experience is just sub-average. It will get the job done. Clicking and dragging, selecting whatever, two-finger scrolling do work, but it is a little bit jagged. It's not great. You have the option of turning off the trackpad, turn off the trackpad. You don't have native pinch to zoom, especially in gallery. Three-finger swiping in between apps doesn't offer Stage Manager. You also have four-finger screenshots. Just comparing this to the Magic Keyboard, it's like night and day. It's smooth, it's fast. If there's one thing Apple always gets down right, it is the trackpad. This one here just feels kind of hollow, and it shows. While clicking, there is a lot of creaking. I give this trackpad 1.5 out of 5, which is unfortunate because there's only a few keyboard cases like this. On the flip side, this keyboard was done right. You have a full-size QWERTY keyboard. It doesn't feel quite as premium as Apple's. The typing experience overall is good. It doesn't feel quite as clicky as it should. Like the keys, they're firm, but they don't have that satisfying click to them. They're not mushy. accuracy, but they feel just a little bit off. I'm able to crank out about 55 words per minute. Testing out the same typing test on Apple's Magic Keyboard, I'm easily able to get 60 words a minute, if not more. Naturally, I am just quicker with that. I don't have to hunt for keys with the Doko keyboard. It feels good. The keyboard gets 3.5 out of 5. I like it. I can live with it. Getting to the main selling point about this product, all of the ports. If you want every port you can think of, trust me, they do not disappoint. Unfortunately, this does not want to charge with USB Type-C. I've tried a variety of cables and the charging port just tells me no. When I plug in my external SSD, everything loads quickly and is snappy. A full-size SD card, my external hard drive, no slowdowns, and everything loads. Plugging in a full-size HDMI will extend to Stage Manager. I can watch videos and do work at the same time, or vice versa. I have no issues with that. Even though the trackpad doesn't want to play nice with the extra screen, I have to use a mouse. Even testing out my XLR microphone that connects with USB Type-A, everything works as intended. This alone allows me more productivity, which is miles above the Magic Keyboard. Every type device I can throw at will work. In conclusion, Doko is a brand most people never really knew existed, but they've been around for a couple years now. In the next couple weeks, I will tackle all their keyboard cases. They have around 9-ish. This is a very unique product, even though the trackpad kind of is lacking. Use a mouse or Apple's trackpad to replace it. Overall, this is a clever idea. This really isn't a thing. Chesona has one, and that thing is just junk. If you want more of a traditional laptop for your iPad, this pretty much solves that problem. If you need a device with all the ports to plug everything into, this will hit all the check marks for you. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. For the price point of less than half of what Apple charges at $350, it's a decent budget alternative. The design is nice, a little bit bulky. The keyboard is decent. At the end of the day, I could see myself bringing this with me wherever I go. I do recommend this product even with its faults. I wish more companies did this thing instead of just releasing clones of the Magic Keyboard. Doko likes to try new things. That's all I can really say. For the next few weeks will be keyboard mania for the iPad Pro. So like always, I'm your host, VLD. If you like my content and want to stay updated with all the obscure products I review, that bell icon is looking quite tasty. So like always, stay classy.